Greetings and salutations, Sex Palaver here on the best day of the year, right? The start of the NFL season for our Seattle Seahawks. I've been looking forward to this for months. Didn't really feel the need to make any videos up until now, so excuse me. I think now I will take the opportunity to try to overcome my sinuses, as always, and make a quick video before the game starts in about an hour. I've been excited about the developments. I think that the roster construction that's been going on has been pretty great outside of us oddly having since Mike Morris and Cameron Young are hurt. I guess they're coming back today. I don't know in what capacity. They haven't really played at all. So really, we've only had Miles Adams, Mario Edwards, Jaron Reed, and Draymond Jones playing with any kind of consistency. I don't know when Brian Monet is going to be back. Austin Faoliu is... no idea. No idea what's going on with these people. But it seems like us having a four-man healthy rotation is going to be challenging. I think they probably have to play a bunch of different fronts to make up for that. Unless Mike Morris and Cameron Young, they're confident in them going today. I kind of assumed they were going to be inactive. Remains to be seen. I haven't seen the inactives come out yet. I guess we will find out. But other than that, interesting. I'm going to see how Miles Adams plays. He had a much better preseason than I anticipated. He didn't really stand out to me last year, like at all. But he played with some pretty good functional strength and understanding of leverage and gameplay. He had some great plays during preseason, so let's see how he fits in this year. That'll be an interesting little side note. Of course, all the other good stuff. I'm excited to see the rookies, and my boy, our boy now, I guess Jake Bobo is going to be great to see him in action today. A lot of people are hurt. It's going to be up to him and Cody Thompson to take the heat off the top three. It's going to be exciting to see. If you remember my draft, I don't remember where my face is. I think I'm down at the bottom. So my early draft things, look, Jake Bobo front and center in my first Seahawks draft 5 months ago. I was going to make it a running joke where with my one of our last picks, I was always going to pick Jake Bobo because he's my boy. But then there he is, and then over here on my mock draft version 2, I took him again. And then there was his pro day, and he ran the 4.9940, and I stopped picking him. I thought, this joke has gone on long enough. There's no way he's going to make, and anyone's going to draft him at that speed. And no one did. But the fact that our Seahawks got Jake Bobo made me super happy. But then I watched training camps. I don't know if you guys watched the training videos where they'd have Jake Bobo running they're doing the gates drills where they had to maneuver around the gates and see our little dudes, maneuvering around the gates, with the football. And then Jake Bobo's just like, out of my fucking way, gate. Just running through him. And I'm like, oh, this is ugly. I did not anticipate him coming this far after seeing that gate drill where he was just pretending the gates didn't exist and just kind of ran through them. But maybe the coaches enjoyed that too. I don't know. Obviously, he did something. So, my boy, how often is it that like your favorite player from the year does not get drafted by your team? That happens a lot. Then they go undrafted, and your team picks up the undrafted player, and then that undrafted player actually makes a team. I mean, the odds of all this happening are so rare. So I'm just going to enjoy it while it lasts. I'm pretty excited that my boy Jake Bobo from my very first mock draft and my second, and then I gave up hope on him, admittedly, that he came through. So I'm excited. But looking over at the Rams, I liked the Rams draft too. I really did. They didn't have any top draft picks because they keep draining them away to buy their Super Bowl, and they did. They bought their Super Bowl. So anything that happens now with the Rams, as far as them and their fan base is concerned, is just extra. The problem is I hate the Rams, and I hate that they play our team so hard all the time. So even though we're heavy favorites today, and I know that, I'm not going to take anything for granted, right? I thought Steve Avila was one of the best guards in the draft, and they got him in round 2. Byron Young was a dynamic pass rusher. Like Derek Hall, I even made a video how I'm like, I don't know if Derek Hall was the right person at the time. I thought he was just Boye Mafe again. I'm like, we already have Boye Mafe. Why are we drafting another Boye Mafe? But he played well in the preseason, and then that other Seahawks podcaster, I apologize for forgetting his name, compared him to his game to Terrell Suggs, which if he's even half that, I will be pretty pleased. Kobe Turner, I thought was a hugely underrated defensive lineman at Wake Forest. They got him in round 3. Stetson Bennett, he's a winner, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really care much about that particular player. Nick Hampton, I didn't really go over. But Warren McClendon, I thought was going to go a little bit later, but I thought he was a great later round tackle prospect that had a lot of upside, and they got him. Davis Allen, I thought was a solid tight end. Puka Nakua, I thought could develop into something as wideout. And Travius Hodges-Tomlinson, I thought it was small, but he played much bigger than he is, and he played some on the outside. I thought he was going to be strictly a nickelback, but during the preseason, he showed his ability to play on the outside for the Rams, which irritates me, right? But I think he acquitted himself well, so that was a good draft pick, I thought. O'Shawn Mathis is on IR. We'll see what happens. Zach Evans, I thought, could go a lot higher, like in another running back draft. This one was just so good that he fell a lot, but he could have gone earlier in a different draft. So I think that they're solid. I think that these guys can still develop. And the Rams had a solid draft, which irritates the heck out of me for having such low draft capital. I think they chose good players with what they had, which is a pain in the butt, but what are you going to do? Now, not of them are low on the depth chart, but we'll see what happens. Cooper Kupp's out, and that improves our chances greatly today, but I would have liked to have seen him play and see how we would have handled him. I guess maybe later on in the year that'll come to fruition, and I'll curse my words, but we shall see. I don't know. It's the first day of the year, as far as I'm concerned. This is January 1st, right? The year starts when football starts, and I'm super excited. And I just wanted to get my thoughts out there a little bit. I don't know how the game's going to go. I think we're going to be great. I think Geno's going to be great. I think he's going to meet a lot of his incentives on his contract, good or bad. I mean, that hurts our cap situation for next year, but if he plays well and earns it and gets us into the playoffs, I'm not going to be complaining. So we'll see what happens. D. Eskridge, his suspension, that's kind of irritating too. Tutu Atwell for the Rams was drafted like one spot after him, and I was laughing. I was like, we got the player that the Rams wanted, right? But D has not been able to provide us with anything, and Tutu Atwell, despite being a gnat of a player, seems to be producing. So what are you going to do? Anyway, those are my thoughts. I want to get this out here before the game starts, and I will talk to you guys later. I appreciate it. Zach's Palaver out, and I'll see you after the game. Bye.